would you give 2 cents about the 55th pick in the NBA draft? Bronny is getting so much hate and so many comments saying he's not playing to his potential. He's not great. He can't do this and he can't do that. But who told you that he could? Who told you that he was supposed to develop into a star? What are the real reasons why Bronny is looking at 8s like he's holding a dead man's hand? I'm coming in hot today and matching the energy of the Bronny haters all over the world. So grab a seat and get ready to enjoy some hoops for breakfast. Now, there are 4 real reasons why Bronny is getting badmouthed. Are they valid and legitimate reasons, or are they just misguided, misplaced hatred that this young man may never ever escape? Let's find out. The first reason why young pup is hated is because many people believe that he doesn't deserve the roster spot or the contracts he got from the Lakers. Now, let's remove the emotions and reason this out sensibly. Bronny was drafted at the 55th slot in 2024. If the argument is that he didn't deserve that draft spot, my question is, who does? Tell me the name of the specific player who would have done more for the Lakers franchise and the NBA as a whole at that spot. I'll wait. It's interesting how we often forget that the NBA is part basketball and part entertainment business. Bronny may not do much right now on the basketball side of the NBA, but you and your mama know that without a doubt, there is not one other player who could have been drafted to do more for the entertainment side of the NBA. I mean, come on. Which NBA preseason games do you think were the most watched games this year? How much money do you think those games generated for the NBA and the Lakers? Who do you think is responsible for that? Which NBA jersey do you think holds the record for the most sales in 24 hours? Bronny James. Did you know that Bronny's jerseys have made over $50 million in sales revenue for the Lakers already? Yeah, dude sold over 500,000 jerseys at around $100 a pop since he's been drafted. So yeah, you tell me exactly which other player should have gotten that 55th pick and roster spot. The next reason why young pup is getting hate is because a lot of people share the opinion that Bronny should still be in school. But doing what exactly? Developing his game? Okay, I get that. Stay in college and work on your game to become a better player? Yet there are 3 things I don't get. Here's the first. They say Bronny came out of college too soon. Okay, cool. But why do we hate him for that? Is he the first, second, or third guy who left before being completely ready for the NBA? It doesn't make any sense. The second thing I don't get is this. Is college the only place where players can develop? One could reason that the best place to develop into a quality NBA pro is amongst players who are already at that level. So yes, the fundamentals are taught in college, but you have to remember, Bronny has been getting coached from the GOAT since he could say the word basketball. He had access to all the tools he needed to develop the fundamentals of the game long before he ever went to college. If he really is a sponge and soaks up all the knowledge from the pros he'll be rubbing shoulders with, don't you think he'll be better off than if he was in college developing? Lastly, on this whole Bronny should have stayed in school, blah, blah narrative, what in the world is actually wrong with LeBron James making history by sharing the floor with his son? At this age and with those miles, no better time than right now. We've seen it before with hoopers. One freak injury could end Father Time's career. I mean, everyone in the James family saw the opportunity for what it is, and they grabbed it. Do you think that's deserving of hate? Now, the third reason why Bronny is getting hate is because people are saying that he stole a draft opportunity and roster spot from someone who really needs it and could contribute to the franchise. And this just has me thinking, does the average NBA fan really not know how the NBA works? Because here's the thing. Yes, Bronny is getting a contract that a more financially needy player could have gotten, but you gotta understand, there is more than one path to the NBA, and there is more than one professional basketball league in the world. If there really was a player out there who could have significantly impacted the Lakers' success on the court, don't you think that semi-pro hoopers could have demonstrated that? Either in Summer League or by playing in the G League or even overseas. There are so many opportunities to get noticed and earn a draft spot. Bronny stealing their spot? Rubbish. Now, if you're still with me to this point, hey, I appreciate you. This is what you're here for. It's the last and most important reason why the poor kid Bronny James Jr. is getting so much hate. It's LeBron James. Bronny automatically inherited all the haters that his daddy has. There are so many people who can't stand the kid just because he's LeBron's son. Plain and simple. Can you imagine? The kid is living in the shadow of the legend. He has a chip on one shoulder, and he's doing his best to balance the chunk that's on the next. It's not impossible, but it's going to be right next to it. Like, can you imagine the pressure and stress that he must be going through? It'll be a part of his entire career. A weight bearing over him and a media narrative forever, if he's a flop. If he's a good player, even if he truly does become a star, LeBron had to know what he was thrusting Jr. into, so he would have had to prepare him as much as he could for what's happening now. For the pressure, the narratives, the hate, being a villain, and I know he'll survive. Some people say Bronny is just a kid who shouldn't have had to go through this pressure because of who his father is. On the other hand, others say he should go through with all the pressure in the world because his dad is the only reason why he got into the NBA. So what's this all bring us to? Bronny James Jr. isn't a good NBA pro right now, but he definitely could be. He needs to develop, yes, and if he does, he'll be just fine. As I said before, he doesn't have to be this great prodigy or wonder kid or anything like that. He just needs to take a page out of Draymond's book. Work on your game. Find the best way to use your skill set to fit in and contribute to the system. It's not going to happen overnight, but mark my words, y'all. Bronny James is going to be a good NBA player. The question is, are you going to ease up and give him time, space, and the support he needs to get there? Time will tell, I guess. See you in the next one.